Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Coming at you this time with the Judgement Report. Alright, today's the Judgement Report on October 2nd. Okay, two days into October. Alright, already got some crazy shit going down. So hey, we're gonna jump right into it. Now, the first thing I want to touch on was this. Alright, this popped up on my news feed, and these are all relatively new. I got these from just do my regular Google search. So all of these should be new. Now this one was pretty interesting given the subject matter, right? So we're gonna jump right into it. This is ABC News. 10 dead after roof collapse at baptism ceremony in Mexico. Okay, the roof collapsed during a church service in Madero. So that's quite interesting. Okay, so it collapsed during a church service. Okay, and they weren't, you just know what was going on here. This was a bunch of Caesar Borgia worship. Okay, this is a white man worship going on here. They weren't, praying in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They were using the name Jesus, man. They were using it. Okay, and then it happened to baptism, and the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a sense of humor. They're probably, okay, come over here, in the name of Jesus. This roof fucking collapse. Okay? So, the Most High is bad like that, alright? And he has a sense of humor. Okay? What's so funny about this? It's just kind of ironic. Okay? That it just happens to be right in the middle of a baptism ceremony in the name of a false god. They weren't using the name Yahweh Shai. They weren't. Alright? Jesus Cristo, and all that. What they were doing, man. Boom. Roof collapse. Okay? At least 10 dead, and it's actually 11. Okay? And they said, well, there's no other people in there, but they found one more dead. So, that's probably it, They probably have an account for most people. It might be like 12. You might get one more. But we're going to go ahead and read it. It says 10 people. Let me grab a drink before we go ahead and read this article. Alright. Get to it. So, 10 people have died following a roof collapse at a church in Mexico on Sunday, according to local authorities. They're probably, it's probably Sabbath or something for them. Who knows? It says the collapse, which trapped between 30 to 40 people, happened in Iglesia Santa Cruz Church, a Catholic church in Madero, Tamaulipas, Mexico. I'm not great with Spanish. So, Mexican officials confirmed to ABC News a baptism was being celebrated at the time with approximately 100 in attendance. 7 adults and 3 children were among the dead. A total of 60 people were injured, with 23 still in the hospital on Monday. And today is Monday, as you can see. So, this happened yesterday. It says members of security forces, people, and a priest work at a site where a church roof collapsed during Sunday Mass in Ciudad Madero, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it, State, Mexico. This handout picture distributed by to Reuters on October 1st. So there you go, man. Wow. Where was Jesus to help them? You gotta wonder. It says following the tragic accident, the government released a statement confirming the church collapse and an initial total of 7 fatalities, which later increased to 10, which later increased to 11, which may increase further. You never know if people in the hospital are going to take a turn for the worse. Alright, today at 2:18 p.m. there was a collapse of the roof of the Church of the Holy Cross in CD Madero, presumably due to a failure in its structure. And it's because the Most High wanted to tear that shit down, is where it really was. It says security and civil protection corporations arrived in the scene in addition to the municipal authorities that since that movement are taking care of the situation, the statement read. goes to say, following this accident, unfortunately, the death of 7 people is confirmed. In addition, 10 people have been rescued who are injured and have been transferred to hospitals. 3 to the civil hospital and the remaining 7 to General Hospital. Dr. Carlos Canseco. Debris removal continues for rescue efforts. Members of a rescue team and people work at a site where the church roof collapsed on Sunday Mass in Ciudad Madero. Alright, on and on and on, saying the same shit over and over again. Says Governor Americo Villarreal Anaya has instructed the General Secretary of Government, the Coordinator of Civil Protection of the state, and authorities of the health sector to head to the scene of the events, coordinate work, and personally attend the affected families. Alright. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what we got over here in this one. It says Philadelphia. That's not the right one. 11 killed after Mexico church roof collapse. So there you go. We'll just use this one for the picture. Mostly we got what the article was about. You understand it. Some Issacharites were worshiping a false god named Jesus Christ or Jesus Christos, and the Most High blew the top down, man. All right, and killed some people. So, I wonder if I'd love to get. I wish I could get a close up of what that is. There's all sorts of idols in there. I wonder what church it is. Oh yeah, we had it. Let's go back. I just want to see something. Just want to see something for a minute. Let me see. I'm very curious. It was Catholic Church. There we go. Catholic Church. So not only idol worship, but woman idol worship. Very interesting. This is in Madero. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See that? Look at that. What else do we got in here? Psh, there you go. Look at it, man. The Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ. Look at that. Well, and that looks like Paleo Hebrew right there, though. It looks like the name of the Lord. So that's interesting. Huh? Well, you see it. I don't even know what to say about that. You see it. That's all you need to know. And that, I hope those idols went down with it. That'd be hilarious. So, let's continue on. Alright, we're going to grab the first scripture. This is Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And the Lord does hate sinners. Alright, it's not that, oh, God loves sinners and hates the sin, brother. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. The Most High hateth sinners. Okay, and I messed up. There it is. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 6. This is within the Apocrypha. Yes, it belongs in the Bible. Yes, it's God ordained. Yes, it was originally in there. No, it's not. Just go away, man. Go away, and the Most High will deal with you later. All right, but we don't want you around us. So Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach 12 and 6, this is in the Apocrypha. It does belong in the Bible until people took it out. It says, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. He hates sinners. All right, and if he didn't hate sinners, why did the flood happen if he didn't hate sinners? If he didn't hate sinners, why did Sodom and Gomorrah happen? What was happening there? It was a very terrible sin. Do you know what the most prominent sin of Sodom and Gomorrah was? It's in the name. Sodomy. Okay, that was the most prominent sin. Now, I'm not going to go and talk more about that. Go and look it up and put 2 and 2 together. Read the story. You'll understand what was going on. All right. There was men out saying, "Hey, bring them out." That's what that was going on. Okay, that shit. Okay, that's what was happening. And guess what? The Lord went, and lit the place on fire, and a bunch of people died. So, why? Sin. Sin was happening. Sin was happening. Okay? Not because he just felt like doing it. Sin was happening. He killed them because they were sinning. He hates the sin. He loves the sinner. No, he killed the sinners. He killed the sinners in the flood. He killed the sinners in I just had it. Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, he's going to continue to kill sinners. All throughout history, he's killed sinners, and he's going to continue to kill sinners because that's just what he does. Okay, he's still going to do it now. He hates sinners. Well, that bullshit, loves the sinner, hates the sin, brother. God is good all the time. God is good. Ain't he good? Won't he do it? Yeah. That's what I think of that, okay? All that Christian bullshit, man. All right, all it is a big fucking TED Talk to make you feel good throughout the day. All right? They're not going to tell you, hey, you're going to be fucking killed, man. I saw you last week smoking. You're going to be killed. I saw, and you, brother, Jerry, I saw you eating a piece of pork at the buffet the other day. You're going to be killed. They don't, everybody goes out to church moping. They're not going to do that. You're not going to get money that way. All right, then they say, God loves you. Jesus is going to bring you up and bring it in. No, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. You want to know why? Because, oh, that made me feel good in my spirit. Here's $30. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what they're looking for, man. They're not trying to give you any sort of edification. They're not trying to try to preach repentance. Tell you, hey, man, well, they preach repentance, yeah, to an extent. All right, but they don't tell you that you eating pork is going off and you smoking's going off and you committing adultery is going. They might touch on that one a little bit, but they don't know the law is done away with. They don't teach you these things, man. And they don't teach you that you're going to be destroyed for those things. All right, well, it's just a piece of pork. It's just a piece of pork that's going to lead to your death, is what it is. Okay, it's just a piece of pork. It's just a crawdad that's going to lead to your death. It's just some calamari. It's just some calamari. Just some calamari that the Most High is going to bust your head open for, man. Okay? Then you keep on beating around the bush and dilly down and saying a bunch of whatever the fuck you want to say. This bullshit, all right? And that's what it is, and it's bullshit. And I'm not saying that about the truth. What you're teaching in the church is bullshit. I'm not going to say, because sometimes you do get into certain scriptures. I won't say that's bullshit, but I'll say the way you go about your services are bullshit. Okay, a lot of time you're not even reading a Bible. You're reading off of a fucking prompt or a teleprompter, man. That's not, yeah, you have the spirit, but you're reading off of a fucking teleprompter, man. What the fuck is that? Okay? If you ever seen, there's this one guy that he was showing, you know, that he was like, oh, I lead the sermon. And he has all these fucking notes and all these precepts that go nowhere that he doesn't even know where they're getting linked up to. And it says, oh, at this point you should read this. At this point you should read this. How is the Spirit working with you, man? You just basically got a fucking playbook to roll by. All right? It's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Okay, these people don't have the Spirit on them. Okay, that's why the Most High is tearing these places up. That's why places like Notre Dame or Notre Dame or however the fuck you want to say it got tore up. That's places like, well, I got rid of it now. That's why all these churches are getting tore up, man. Tore up from the floor up. Why? Because the Most High hates these places. He hates sinners. He's sick of the idol worship. Okay, he doesn't like it. Okay, especially when it's his people doing it. Okay, so there you go. Amos 9 and 10, once again, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Now, if we go into the Blue Letter Bible, we'll go back to show you we're not in no funny business here. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Now, we're going to get this word, the sword, by the sword. Okay, here it is. Strong's, all right, the Strong's Dictionary, H2719. Let's go and get it.
Strong's H2719. Cherev.
All right, 1 minute, let me grab a drink. You heard the man, Herib. All right. So, what does it mean? Sword, knife, tools for cutting stone. Down here it says cherub. It says from H2717, up here, that's a root word that we gotta go and get. That's where it's from. Trial, also a cutting instrument from its destructive effect. Keep that in mind. It's destructive effect. So when something says the sword, it's a killing device, a killing tool. It's not always speaking of a literal physical sword. It's not speaking of this item here. Not all the time. Not all the time is it speaking of this. Okay? Sometimes it might be speaking of a gun. Sometimes it might be speaking of A different instrument, a brick if it's used in a brutal fashion, all right? When you bash someone over the head, that could be considered a sword. A pot, a pan, all right? You take a fucking cutting board and bash someone over the goddamn side of the head and split their skull open, that could be the sword, okay? It's a destructive killing instrument or something used to kill or something very deadly in itself, depending on the way that it's used, okay? From its destructive effect, it says as a knife, sword, or other sharp implement, axe, dagger, knife, mattock, sword, tool. All right, you bash someone over the head with a hammer, that could be considered, oh, they were killed by the sword. Was it a physical sword, a bladed weapon, like swords and sandals, and by the power of Grayskull? No, it's not that, man, but hey, it's a sword. It comes from the root word. What's the root word?
Strong's H, 2717. Charev. Charev.
All right, karab.
Second entry.
Okay, here we go.
Charev. Charev.
Harev. Okay, so the King James Version translates Strong's H 27 and 17 in the following manner: waste, dry to dry up, desolate to slay, decayeth, destroyed, destroyer. Okay, so definition 1: to be waste, lay waste, make desolate, be desolate, to be in ruins. To be waste, be desolate, to be made desolate, desolate, to lay waste, make desolate, to lay waste, to be dried up. Okay, to attack, smite, slay, fight. Okay, to destroy. Okay, destroyer, be, all right, destroy, kill. Okay, so not all the time in this word, sword, it's not always literally a physical sword. All right, it means to destroy, to kill, to slaughter, to make desolate, right? So going back to Amos 9 and 10, what is it talking about? My people shall die by the sword. This could be a case of the sword. Okay, it's not, they didn't really have a sword. A lot of the time, the sword is a gun or a knife, all right, or a katana or whatever, an actual physical sword, all right, or a killing instrument. But it can also be used in the case of just destruction and being made desolate, to be destroyed, basically, right? So continuing on. We got a couple more for this article. We got 2nd Esdras 15 and 24, and this is the big hitter, right? We're getting in at the first because it's the big hitter. All right, 2nd Esdras 15 and 24 through 27. Woe to them that sin. We have to get that word too. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, say the Lord. Saith the Lord, Salakia. What is woe?
Woe. Woe.
Great sorrow or distress, often used hyperbolically. Misery, sorrow, distress, sadness, unhappiness, heartache, heartbreak, despondency, desolation, despair, dejection, depression, gloom, melancholy, adversity, misfortune, disaster, affliction, suffering, hardship, pain, agony, grief, anguish, torment, dolor. Okay? Things that cause sorrow or distress. Trouble, difficulty, problems, trials, tribulations, burden, misfortune, strokes of, not gonna use that one, setback, reverse, blow, misadventure, mishap, vicissitude. Is that vicissitude? I've never heard of that one. Failure, accident, disaster, tragedy, catastrophe, calamity, adversity, and affliction. What is this word? Vicissitude? Vicissitude. What is vicissitude? A change of circumstances, a fortune. Not really anything as such as fortune. It says, because fortune goes back to luck, it says typically one that is unwelcome or unpleasant. Alright, and if you look at fortune, it does go back to luck. Okay? It's that Asian shit. It's not speaking, oh, I made a fortune!
Fortune.
See, that's money. But chance or luck. There's no chance. There's no such thing as luck. Everything's predetermined. All right, the Most High allows it to go. If I roll a dice right now, if I even go over to this website and hit dice roll, okay, what's the internet? If I go to dice roll right here and I click this, the Most High already knew what that was going to be. See, and he's going to know what it's going to be right now too. Boom, right there. See, one more time. Boom. Now, one more time. So, there you go. The Most High plans all things. It's already planned. So if everything's already planned, if everything's already written to a script, that must mean that there's no such thing as chance. There's no such thing as luck. What about games of chance? Oh, you mean like the lottery or things like gambling? Well, that's all predetermined. Okay? The Most High already knew if that day you're gonna strike it big and win $10 million. Okay? That he already knew. All right. So that's just how it's gonna go. Okay? When you play games, it's from the biggest thing to the smallest thing, okay? It's shit that don't even really even matter on the grand scale of things. The Most High still controls, okay? You're playing You're playing fucking Words with Friends. You're playing a board game. You're playing Monopoly and you won that night. The Most High already predetermined that. Really? You're saying the Most High determines Monopoly? Yes, everything's fucking predetermined, man. Yes. Okay? Everything. You don't have any free will. Everything's predetermined, all right? You have an illusion of free will. Like right now, I can reach over, grab my drink, and pick it up and tap on it. Okay, but that was already predetermined. And when I set it down, that was already predetermined as well. When I'm scrolling up and down this page, predetermined. Everything's predetermined. It's in a way that it seems like you might have free will, but you don't. Okay? But you don't. Okay? So, yes, anything with Monopoly. You played cards, you played Uno, you played blackjack, and you won $200. All right, you went and you spun that fucking one-arm bandit at the casino. All right, that slot machine, and you hit triple sevens, ting ting ting, ting 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 ting, and started going off, and you won $500. Yes, that was predetermined. The Most High allowed it. You won only $1 because you were paying penny slots. Guess what? Most High determined it. Everything was already made, man. The movie's already been made. All right, the movie's already been filmed essentially. Okay, it's already been written. The script's going out. Now the reel's just going. It's going. It's playing out, right? It's playing out. And there's nothing you can do, to change it. It's already been made. We're just living it out, man. And the Most High's making it and directing it. If you don't want to use a movie, it's more like, it's not so much as a movie, because a movie has to be filmed and all that stuff. It's more as a play. All right, a play that's already predetermined the script, how it was going to go. All right, we're acting it out now. No one can change their part. No one's going to fucking pull a Jim Carrey and ad-lib. That's just not how it works, man. Okay? That's not how it works. Okay? So woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, say the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. Check it out. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him. You're eating pork in your closet. You're smoking a black and mild in the closet. Don't matter. The Lord knows. It says, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Verse 27, and these are things that are to come. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you. Why? Because ye have sinned against him. What is sin? Transgression of the law. How do we know that? Sin is the transgression of the law. All right, let's go get it. Boom. John 3:4. Whosoever sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Once again, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Now, what does it mean to transgress? What is a transgression?
Transgression.
An act that goes against a law, rule, or code of conduct. An offense. If you've offended, and Most High says don't eat pork, and you go and grab a piece of pork and start chewing on it, you just transgressed. You broke the law. Okay? You broke the law. You transgressed the law. And when you break the law that the Lord set up for you, that is a sin. Okay? Now, who can break the law? Israelites. Why only Israel? Because who was the law given to? Israel. That means Ham cannot sin. Ishmael cannot sin. Ammon cannot sin. Moab cannot sin. Esau cannot sin. Amalek cannot sin. These people cannot sin. Elam cannot sin. Why? Because the law was not given to them. And if the law was not given them, they cannot break the law. And if they cannot break the law, they can't transgress the law. And when you transgress the law, you sin. So these people cannot sin because the law was not given to them. But Israel can. Israel can sin. Why? Because the law was given to them. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans can sin. Why? Because the law was given to them. So when it says, woe to them that sin, that's speaking about Israelites. Israelites doing wickedness. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. The commandments were given to who? Israel. What's he going to do to them? Verse 25, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, Israelites, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. I thought he loved sinners. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. So when the end times come, which we're getting right up on, and all these plagues and terrible shit that's going on is happening, the Most High is going to leave you there, and you're going to die in them. Why? Because you've sinned against him. You've transgressed the law. You didn't keep the law. The law's done away with. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay? We're under grace. Okay? Not necessarily under the law, but that doesn't mean we willingly break the law, as the scripture says. Because we're under grace and the law, should we sin because we're under grace and not the law? Yahweh forbid. Okay? No, you don't. You still keep the law. Why? Out of respect. It's a respect thing. Okay? okay? Which a lot of you fuckers don't have. You don't have any respect. You don't respect the Lord. You're a respecter of persons, but not of the Lord. This is Jeremiah 25:4 through 6, the last one for the idol worship article, okay? Verse 4, it says, "And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear." You know they've heard. You know at least a couple people in there have heard of the Hebrew Israelites, okay? There's camps all over the place, okay? If anybody hasn't heard of the Hebrew Israelites by now, where the fuck have you been? What rock have you been hiding? You been in fucking Bikini Bottom chilling with Patrick, man? Where the fuck you been at? If you haven't heard, you didn't. Who's Kyrie? Kanye West. You know damn well you know who Kyrie and Kanye are, and that whole situation that went down. You still don't know? What have you been doing? What are you up to, man? Everybody knows. I remember that week when that happened. Watching the brothers' lessons, the live camps. There was Edomites that were stopping. Edomites were stopping more often. Said, "Oh wow, look at this." They weren't actually physically saying that, but you could see it in their eyes. In their eyes, this is what they were saying. They're like, "Oh, these must be the Hebrew Israelites that that they're speaking of all over the internet." And that Kanye was talking about. These must be those anti-Sem people. Wow. Yes, more Edomites were stopping. More people were looking because they knew what they were seeing. They were like, wow, this is it. Okay. And because of that, a lot of Israelites woke up too, because these people tried to bend an arrow, but the Most High ended up shooting them instead. They tried to shoot, but the Most High shot them, and they were revealed. All right, because here Kanye was saying, yeah, these people, if you speak out against them, they're gonna tear you down, and they're gonna make you lose everything. And they said, you know what? You know what we should do? We should make it to where we just take them off the internet and just get rid of everything, and just don't make Yeezys anymore. Just get rid of them. They don't need them. And then everybody said, wait a minute. What Kanye just said happened. That happened. He said that if you speak out against these people, they'll cancel you and get rid of you in all these different ways. And when he did that, they canceled him, got rid of him all these different ways. He must have been telling the truth. These dumbass revealed themselves, and that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But if you hadn't heard about that, you hadn't been around, where were you? Where were you? What are you doing, man? Okay? Someone you know either is a Hebrew Israelite or knows a Hebrew Israelite, all right? Especially if you're in the so-called black community. What's going on, man? You don't know? You don't know yet? Jeremiah 25:4 through 6. It's getting too late for you to not be knowing, man. Okay? Verse 4, Jeremiah 25:4. "And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear." They're on the highways and byways. They're on the internet. They're everywhere, man. Where have you been? Verse 5. "They said, Turn ye again now every one from his evil way and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever." Verse 6, "And go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them, like Jesus Christ, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt." Okay? "But what? Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith the Lord, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt." You didn't listen. Okay? "Well, you're saying Jesus Christ is the false God. Jesus Christ is in the Bible." Yeah, it's the wrong name. Okay? It's an incorrect translation. Alright? There are certain errors within the Bible that are no errors of the Bible. Okay? Now listen around closely and listen to it very closely before you think I'm a bug out or something. Okay? There are certain words that were mistranslated, that were translated wrong. Okay? Does that mean something in the Bible is wrong? No, the Bible's never wrong. But there's certain words that, for example, the other day there was one of the lessons I was watching within the 1611. There's when street teacher Elder Manata Zakba, GMS South Carolina, was dealing with this So Drab Malone guy. All right, Vocab Malone. So Drab, go home, as I like to call him. All right, Vocab Malone, no, So Drab, go home. All right, and drab means without color, without light. All right, he's void of light, man. So Drab, go home. Okay, or Vocab, go home instead of Malone, right? But there's within the 1611 Bible, there's a precept, all right, that's misrepresented. It's supposed to be a different precept. It's supposed to be talking about Ezekiel, I believe. Okay, and you can go over there and find it. He made a comment about it. But there's certain things like that. It doesn't make anything in the Bible wrong. okay? But there's certain things that are in there that, that might have been in there because, someone put the wrong, used the wrong word, all right? So that's why you got to go back to the Hebrew sometimes, okay? That's why we go to things like the Blue Letter Bible, okay? Because there's certain words that you might get, and we'll just get Hebrews 12 and 16 because that came up. There's certain words here like profane, okay? And to get that understanding, you have to go back. Well, this is in Greek, but you have to go here and you have to look at this word, which is bebleos. All right, let's see.
Strong's G
Bebelos.
952. Bebelos.
All right, bebelos.
Bebelos.
Okay, profane, unhallowed, and then you have to go sometimes back to root words and check it out. All right, because these are what their original. This is, they were translated from Hebrew and Greek. Okay, so sometimes these translations, they might have a word that might have got translated into a word that you might not understand, or it might not necessarily be completely correct. Okay, now I don't have an example of this, but it doesn't make the Bible wrong. All right, it means there was a word misspelling or something like that. Right? So before you start saying, "Well, this guy's a bug out," he's saying the Bible's wrong. No, I'm not saying the Bible's wrong. It's just there's certain names. For example, the biggest one, I do have an example. The biggest one is Jesus Christ. Okay, that one is just a false name in general because that name should be Yahushai. All right, and the word, and then there's the word Jehovah. And there's also the word Yah. All right, which you can get the Father's name Yahweh from those names if you go and do some work in the Blue Letter Bible. You got to go back to those original words. But they put that in there. Does that make the Bible wrong? No, it's the wrong name. Okay, so hopefully you understand that. So for those people saying, you're saying the Bible's wrong and the name Jesus Christ isn't real. No, it's not. The Jesus Christ is not the right name. Okay, it's not the right name. Okay, if you think Jesus is still the real name, well, go and call on Jesus then. Maybe he'll be able to help you out. Here's a hint: he won't, because he doesn't exist. Grizzly bear attack leaves 2 people dead in Western Canada. Rangers kill the bear. Like the bear did something wrong. Killed 2 people. Yeah, well, he was in his. If someone broke into your house, you'd shoot him too. Okay, so here you are in the fucking wilderness, okay, and you killed a bear. The bear belongs there, man. It's his fucking land. He's in the wilderness. He's allowed to be there. He's a fucking bear. And it's just like the other day they killed a shark that attacked someone. What did the shark do? Like the shark did something wrong. Kill him. Put him to death. Like the shark was wicked or something. Fucking dumb. Edomites, man, are dumb as shit. You just want to slap them. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab a drink and then we'll continue on. Alright, so Calgary, Alberta, Canada. That's pretty close. That's on the border of Babylon, America. It's like right on the border, right above the top half, right above like Washington and that. I believe. Let me see. Canada, yeah. Canada map. It should be right there, yeah. Right about. Alberta's around here somewhere. At least I thought it was. British Columbia. There it is, yeah, Alberta right here. So right above, Spokane, yeah, Washington, a little bit like Idaho, Washington area. So right on the border of Babylon. Okay, an attack by a grizzly bear has left 2 people dead in a national park in Western Canada. The bear was later killed by park rangers. Officials said, "Get him!" Pop, 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 pop. Like he was a murderer or something. So the attack took place Friday in Banff National Park, or Banff National Park in Alberta Province. The park's Canada agency received an alert from a GPS device in the park's Red Deer River Valley Friday event that indicating a bear attack was happening. Let's see. It says the team found an aggressive grizzly bear in the area and killed the animal on the scene. There you go. This couple were very experienced outdoor enthusiasts. They're Edomites. They're Edomites, experienced outdoor enthusiasts. That sounds like an Edomite title right there. It says they were in the back country to camp. They were in the back country to camp. That's fucking bear territory, man. And the bear had to die because 2 fucking dumb Edomites, 2 fucking crackers, All right, we're probably, you know, in their back country. Which, the bear, you know, and who knows, the bear, come to find out, who knows, that bear could be that could be a mama bear, man, and her cubs were nearby, and she's just trying to protect them from these fucking devilish ass murderous Edomites, okay, and ended up getting killed by it. And this didn't happen for no, you're defending a bear. I'm not defending the bear, I'm defending the Most High, who obviously wanted those people to die, okay, because if the Most High didn't want those people to die, guess what, they wouldn't have been dead, okay, that's how it works. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 25 through 30. This song's a little goofy. I don't like it. Give me a minute. There we go. So Ecclesiasticus 39 and 25 through 30. Check it out. The Most High wanted these people to die, or they wouldn't have died. Because why? They were wicked. They were more than likely Edomites, man. Let's see. Let's go see. 2 people killed Canada grizzly. Bet they're gonna be white. I bet they're gonna be white. We got any photos of them? And their dog. Is that 3 hours? Oh, and their dog. Shame. Shame about their dog. Well, hey, even the dog, man. The dog had to go. Me and my wife watched a dog get hit by a car. Well, not fully. Last night, this dog was. We tried to get it. We were trying to call it to a little tiny, like a little Yorkie, and it was trying to. It was running all around the street, and we pulled over and tried to get it. But the people that were trying to get, I guess it was their dog. They were on more of like the highway and started clapping at it, and hey, boom, got hit by some Edomite in a truck that was running a red light. But hey. Even that, the Most High wanted that animal to go, and this dog, the 2 people and their dog, the Most High wanted that dog to go. Why would he kill a dog? I'm not the Most High, because he wanted to. All right, maybe something would. It was just that dog's time to go. All right, they all have. There's always a time. All right, when the spirit returns back to the Father. Okay, or animal spirits, they go down to the ground. And then human spirits go up, and they, because human spirits, they have to go through judgment and all that, and before the judges and all that. But animal spirits, they don't have to go through that because they're inherently innocent. Okay, they don't have to go before the judge. And, well, why'd you pee on the? No, that's not how it works. All right, they're inherently innocent creature. That's why when something happens to an animal, at least for me, it's more sad because they're innocent. They don't know. Okay, they don't know what's going on. That's why these evil fucks kill them, because they're pieces of shit. It's more saddening than and it's all the same thing. The Most High wants them to go. It's their time, but it's not because they did something wicked. Okay, with humans, if they die, if they're brutally murdered or something like that, that's because it's their time to go. Okay, so it was, and they did something wrong. So, but this is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 25, and we're touching on that right now. What was that? Oh. It's part of this song. I thought something was rocking on my desk. Like, what the hell is that sound? So, this shows you that things are made for wicked people. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. So good things were created for good people, and bad things for bad people. All right? It says, verse 26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. Listen closely, verse 27. All these things are good. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners are they turned into evil. Things like fire, things like water, right? Certain these things can fuck you up. In verse 28, it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And this is for not only this one, but for this one as well. All right, for both these. All right, both these, the bear and the second article coming up. So keep this in mind. This is gonna, and we'll read it real quick. 2 children and mom dead in horrific murder-suicide. All right, so Nancy Johnson allegedly drowned her 2-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter before she hung herself, Mobile County Sheriff Paul Birch reportedly said. Had to get that out there so you can know what it is. So we're dealing with a grizzly bear and this murderous mother and wife. Okay, so it says, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made all spirits? Bible. Hebrews 12 and 9, if I could get it in a good source. Let me look at the keyboard. Well, I gotta type. Here we are. That's not it. Why was it saying that? Well, this will work. Hebrews 12 and 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? The Father of spirits. The Father of spirits. All spirits belong to the Father. Okay? Return unto the Father who gave them. Is it? Am I remembering that wrong? Yeah. Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it. Father gave us our spirits, all right, made our spirits, okay, all spirits, all right, starting with Yahweh Shai, who was the first one made, right? And we have, Yahweh Shai, of course, is a spirit. We are all spirits. Esau is spirits, all right? Satan's a spirit. We're all spirits at the end of the day, right? And who created our spirits? Who created the spirits that we've been given and put into these bodies that we're in? Yahweh, all right? The Father, okay? So all things go back to him, okay? So, 28, in the time of destruction, we'll read it again from the top. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. If this is spirits of vengeance, the Father of spirits is Yahweh. He created all spirits. They go back to him who gave them. These are appeasing the wrath of Yahweh and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made all spirits? Who made all things, really? Yahweh. So, these spirits of vengeance are put on people by the Lord, and they are made by the Lord. Okay? It's right there. Okay? It's right there. Christians, I don't even know. They're blind, man. And when you're in this truth, it's really hard to understand the mindset of these people. To see, because it's so apparent for us, man. It's so apparent. When we read these scriptures, it's so apparent. You read things like, I kill and I make alive. Let's get it. I kill and I. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So apparent. It's not in the Apocrypha. You can't get around and say, that's not in the Bible. I mean, because that's what they say about the Apocrypha, because they removed it. But this is actually in the Bible. This is in a regular King James version without the Apocrypha. Deuteronomy 32 and 39, right here. I kill and I make alive. I kill and I make alive. Right here. Right in front of your face, man. And the Christians, it's perplexing. Satan killed. No, there's no God with him. It's just him, man. It's perplexing. It's really, really perplexing how these Christians work, man. It's like, they just don't teach certain things. It's really because they don't have the Spirit on them. And when you're in this truth, you see things like this, you're like, how are they not getting it? How are they not understanding this? It says right here that the Lord's the one who's killing and making alive. Well, Satan killed the child. No. And if Satan did kill anybody, if Satan did do anything, who ordained that? Who allowed that to happen? Do you remember what happened with Job? Do you remember what happened? All right. From whence comest thou? Let's get it. Job 2 and 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord, because he was a son of the Most High. Okay, because he is a spirit that's used, and the Most High uses him for death, judgment, destruction, testing people, right? And it shows you right here that he does that very well indeed. All right, it's not just Satan acting on his own. Job 2 and 2, he had answered to the Lord, Job 2 and 2, and the Lord said unto Satan, listen, from whence comest thou? From where are you coming, Satan? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down. Oh, Lord, I've been walking around, looking around, see who I could tempt, Verse 3, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, that one that feareth Yahweh and excuseth evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Hey, Satan, maybe you should try my servant Job. There's no one like him on earth. He's perfect. He's upright. He fears me. All right. He's holding fast. He's a strong man in the spirit, in faith. Okay. And Satan, verse 4, and Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Yeah, he's got it good right now because you're dealing with him. But yeah, you start hurting him, he'll curse you. He'll curse you. What did the Lord say in verse 6? And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. He said, okay, go ahead, Satan. All right, he's in your hand. Don't kill him, but do what you do. Let's see how he acts. It says, so went Satan forth, in verse 7, so went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And we're not going to continue on. You can go read the rest. But what did he have to have? Permission. Who was he working for? The Lord, Yahweh. Okay, so he didn't do this by himself. Okay, and the Lord said, hey, maybe you should go and try him out. Okay, maybe you should go and try him out. See what he does. Okay. Because here you are, you're walking up and down looking for who you can tempt. I got a guy. Try Job. Because I want to see if Job's really about it or not. I want to see how strong Job is. Go ahead and do it. Don't kill him, but do what you need to do. That means Satan's working for the Lord. So if Satan's working for the Lord, you're not going to do something without your boss's permission. All right? So nice try, but try again. Verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And Satan's working for the Lord as well. Okay, so anything that's being done, it's all through the Lord. The Lord does it. I kill and I make alive, right? It says it. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. When you see people burning up, when you see people, big hailstorms that are killing people and knocking buildings down and all that. When you see famine, people starving to death, all right? And death in general, they're all created for vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. We talked about the sword earlier, punishing the wicked to destruction. Teeth of wild beasts. Will bear really do that? Well, let's go over here. Let's go over here to 2 Kings 2 and 23. Bears have been used as a method of judgment before. Okay, so Elisha. All right, let's read it. What was happening? 2 Kings 2 and 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way, he was walking somewhere, right? It says, there came forth little children out of the city and mocked him, saying, go up, thou bald head. Go up, thou bald head. Right? That's what they're doing. Baldy, bald head. What happened? And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I curse these kids, throw a bear on them, or however he did it, right? And there came forth 2 she-bears, 2 female bears, out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them. Killed 42 children. It's a lot. All right, that's a lot. So, yes, bears have been used as a vessel of destruction before. All right, teeth of wild beasts, vengeance. Wild beasts, vengeance. Wild beasts, vengeance. Got it? Moving on. So, and you guys just, not you guys, not the brothers and sisters that are watching this truth, the hopeful elect, but you guys, these Christians, man, you don't got it. It's within the Bible, and we have to weigh it through the Spirit and look at it in a spiritual light through Scriptures. To us it is given, but to them it's not given. Right? We got this knowledge because He's poured His Holy Spirit out onto us. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai did. Okay, and when we see these things, it's so clear. But it's just, you gotta remember that, brothers and sisters. It's very clear to us, but these people, they really don't know. These scriptures, they really can't see them. They really don't know. Okay? They don't understand. They don't get them. Okay? They really don't. And it's just, you got to remember that, man. It's given to us, but to these guys, it's not given. And hopefully we can obtain salvation and election as well. That's our ultimate goal. Okay? But we're blessed. All right? Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and thank Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for what we've been given. This spirit, this knowledge, this understanding, man. Because we're not blind like these other people, man. We're not blind like these other people. Now, call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're not blind like these other people. Okay? Man, it's too late in this. We're right at the end. All right, so we ain't got too much longer. All right, so who knows? I wouldn't say anything more than 5 years. But hey, like Elder Menatazakba was saying the other day. He says hopefully it's not. But hey, we didn't think there was gonna be 5 years. We didn't think there was gonna be 5 years 5 years ago. So hopefully there's not. Imagine how much wickedness we had 5 more years. Woo! I don't even want to think about it. All right, but it's looking hopeful we'll be out of here soon. All right, and that's what we're doing. We're hoping and hasting unto the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's all we can do. We just gotta wait, man. But you're gonna see more events like this happening, and call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We have the knowledge and truth and understanding, and Lord willing, we can continue on in this truth, and we don't fall out, we don't bug out. All right, we can continue on in a straight way. All right, and I myself, as well as you brothers and sisters out there, I pray, man, because this is the only way the only way for salvation is through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. No man's going to be able to help you, nothing. Okay? It's only through the Lord. And we must have this truth, all right, to make it to the end. Because without it, we have to have this truth, which is given to us, all right, by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to guide our actions and guide our ways. What we should do, what we shouldn't do, right? Everything's proper for doctrine, reproof, correction, right? Roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, we need it, okay? Because look at the people in the world, man. 2 children and mom dead in horrific murder-suicide, police say. Nancy Johnson allegedly drowned her 2-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter before she hung herself. Brutal, man. Brutal. And, we're right at the end. I'm just going to grab the script. We don't need to read it anymore. All right? We don't need to read it. So, that's that. All right? So, we're just going to get Matthew 24 and 12. You can go and read it if you want. But Matthew 24 and 12. Verse, red letter, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking, all right? And this is in Matthew 24 when he's talking about signs of the times, all right? The end, right? Things that come before the end. Matthew 24 and 12, because iniquity, what is iniquity? Sin upon sin. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. People's heart are going to be cold. They're going to be cold-hearted. I don't give a fuck about you. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face. All right? Kill him. All right? Videos like someone getting stabbed over a vape. All right, can you not vape next to my son? And it wasn't probably that nice. It was, hey, you stop vaping next to my son. And the guy fucking stabbed him to death. And you had that guy, oh my God, he's fucking dying, man. He's been fucking stabbed. What kind of mindset is that? That's the state of these kids. They're fucking wacko. All right, so, hey, love of many shall wax cold. Hey, so this is Job 19:29. We're going to go ahead and close out. Be ye afraid of the sword. We got it earlier. Remember what it meant? Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. Once again, Job 19:29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. All right? That's been the Judgment Report. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. With that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, that great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Hey, keep your eyes out, man, because it's only going to get worse from here. And Lord willing, we're protected by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.